Lupin, Lupin, Lupin the Vlog, Part 1. Target the Cash Counterfeiter is the 10th episode in the Green Jacket Lupin series. There are a lot of similarities and ties for this episode to the Count of Cagliostro film, as both of them are based on one of the stories from the original Maurice Leblanc's work of Arsène Lupin. Similarities include cash counterfeiting, trying to track down that cash counterfeiter, as well as a giant final battle in a clock tower. Also, before I get into it, there has been a lot of speculation in that the Great Mouse Detective Disney animated movie drew some inspirations from Lupin III. And while I do see a lot of similarities between the Great Mouse Detective and works such as the Count of Cagliostro, or this episode in particular, I feel that some of it's kind of more chalked up to just both works being inspired by works of, Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, with that out of the way, how was the episode? Lupin and Jigen are tired of cashing in on sloppy counterfeiters, so Lupin decides to go after the Ukrainian Silver Fox and her lovely artisan assistant named Ivanov. I'm not good with my Russian, I apologize. He's also known as Microfingers, so we'll go with that name for now. However, Microfingers and the Silver Fox lady don't really want to get back into the counterfeiting business, but her nephew, the Baron Ukraine, really wants to get after that sweet counterfeit genius that is Microfingers. So he tries to set off to capture the man, while Lupin is also trying to get a hold of him as well. One of the major set points of this film do take place in a giant clock mountain. Like, they call it a clock tower, but this thing is ginormous. It makes Big Ben look like a pin needle. Fujiko is being her usual betraying self in first working with the Baron in a scene where she actually shoots down Lupin and Jigen while they're flying in an aircraft. Like, she does warn them, but that's pretty harsh, especially for Fujiko standards. Like, this is back in the day when the writers really went all out with how far Fujiko would betray Lupin, even going so far as to killing him if she thinks that she'll get a bigger score with the other individual after the treasure. While this episode wasn't as strong as the previous episode, there are a lot of nice little nuances to it. The fact of, like, the counterfeiter wanting to get out of the counterfeiting business and just wants to be left alone with his lady, but everybody hounding after him is a pretty nice setup and a good short little character arc for the man. Yeah, without trying to spoil too much about the episode, there isn't really much going on in it. It's just Lupin trying to sneak into the giant clock mountain, and the Baron also looking around the clock mountain for Microfingers. Lupin eventually pans out where and how to find Microfingers, and of course gets shot down for his troubles, in Microfingers saying no, he doesn't want to do counterfeiting anymore. But neither Lupin nor the Baron listens to him, and it all just ends up in tragedy. What did you all think of Target the Cash Counterfeiter? Any Lupin fans, big shout out to all you guys out there. I really appreciate all the views. And to support my channel, hit that subscribe and like button and share the video around with your other friends. Next time on Lupin the Vlogs, we'll be getting into another interesting villain piece for Lupin's crew. Possibly an even more challenging foe than Paikal the Magician was. Until next time, Lupin fans, this is the MangaMan saying, see you next time.
見たかい今日のかっこよさ。さて新春2日に起こるルパン三世。次々に起こる謎の橋爆破事件。なんか陰謀があるなと睨んで俺は犯人を追う。だが逆に敵の罠に落ちてしまう。奴らは俺を使って現金強奪を企んでいたんだ。新春早々湧き起こる奇怪な事件。7番目の橋が落ちるとき、チャンネルは決まったぜ。